My third year of working, I became a mentor to a beautiful new employee. She wasn't very good with talking to other people, so I always helped her out when we were out drinking. Then she got drunk during a party, and so I took her to a room and she suddenly started showing me her lingerie and jumping me. We were at our office getaway with my beautiful coworker got drunk and I had to look after her. She was wearing fancy lingerie and told me that she wouldn't let me sleep. I was seduced and actually... This was a story of when it was my third year working. I started getting used to work and I was getting more and more bored of life. Of course, I had no girlfriend and no friends at all. The only fun I had were shooters and online games I played at home. I had a pretty boring life. Then a new beautiful hire showed up named Yomiko, and I was appointed as her mentor. She was incredibly beautiful and came from a prestigious background as well. She was a quiet girl and didn't like messing with people much outside of work. She was being messed with by the annoying boss during a party.
Sorry, I'm going to go soon.
What? Come on, drink more! You gotta build trust with the coworkers!
No, sorry, I gotta...
What's wrong, Yomiko?
Oh, Ichi-san, sorry. I was about to leave, but...
Okay, you were supposed to submit tomorrow, right? I might not have checked, so can you check this real quick? Is that possible?
I thought I checked a second ago?
Shh, this is just an excuse. You just need to get out of this area, right? You don't really need the check, okay?
Huh? But...
It's okay, I'll handle the bosses. Don't worry.
Ichi-san, thank you. I'll go check the submissions.
I had helped her out like this a few times. Our bosses pushed me to push her to get along with the people around the office, but I wanted to take her feelings into consideration. I was happy to have an employee that was as beautiful as her, and I didn't want to make her do anything that she didn't want to. That's at least how I felt at the time. The annual office getaway was coming up soon as well. Employees generally needed to go, but everyone was allowed to move freely besides the party. So I was headed there directly to meet up with everyone. I got to Atami, which is where I was vacationing, and I ran into Yomiko. Good morning, Yomiko.
Good morning, Ichi-san.
You're going to sightsee now?
Yeah. Would you like to go with me?
Huh? But what about your friends? You're not going with them?
I want to go with you. Is that okay?
Of course that's fine. Let's go then.
Yeah.
Is she trying to get along with everyone? There's no way she's interested in me. We looked around and walked around town. We had a great time sightseeing together. Right around the time the evening rolled around, we headed to the Hot Spring Hotel. Time flew by, huh?
I had so much fun.
Yeah, me too.
I see. We're almost there.
You okay? You're not pushing yourself?
Yeah, not for now. I'm just trying to have fun, you know?
Oh, okay, great. If the bosses start to bother you again during the party, please just let me know, okay? They seem to lose control every year.
I see. Okay. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
There were always a few employees at the hotel that had already taken a bath in the hot springs. They told us that we had to meet in the party room, so we went our separate ways here. The party was much more wild than I had anticipated. I was drinking a lot too and having a lot of fun. Someone tapped me on the shoulder and I saw Yomiko's friend, Ako. They're apparently childhood friends. Huh? What is it?
Do you have a second, sir? Yomiko-chan is pretty drunk. She feels sick, so I was hoping you'd take her to her room.
Huh? Is she alright?
I'm pretty drunk, so I can't help her either, so I'm leaving her in your hands.
Okay then. I got up in a hurry and picked her up. She doesn't smell too boozy, but she must have eaten on an empty stomach. I got to her room, went inside, and laid her down on her side.
Ichi-san.
You're awake. How are you feeling? Here, drink some water.
Thank you so much. You carried me.
I let her lie down into her futon and she wiggled around. I could see a black underwear under her yukata. It was a see-through sexy lingerie that was clearly for fun.
You looked... I'm not going to let you go to bed tonight.
I didn't look. I thought I looked kinda like lingerie, but...
See? You did look.
She got back up and jumped at me. Her soft, juicy marshmallows. Yomiko, what's going on? Honestly, you shouldn't be doing that.
Is it weird looking?
It's not weird or anything, but... Yomiko? I could hear her taking deep breaths like she was asleep. I didn't know what to do, so I just tucked her into bed and ran out of the room in a hurry. That was so surprising. I can't believe she wears that kind of underwear. Was she trying to seduce me? I was fighting that kind of thought in my head for the rest of the night. The next day, I was heading to the bullet train to go home when Yomiko called out to me.
Ichi-san, would you like to go home with me?
Huh? I mean, sure, but...
Great. I'm sorry for being weird yesterday.
Oh, you were pretty drunk. It's totally fine.
I see.
She opened up her suitcase that she was carrying with her. In that suitcase was a bunch of board games.
You said that you liked games before, right? I brought a lot too, so let's have fun on the bullet train?
I like games, but we can't make a ruckus in the train.
Right.
But they do have a board game cafe, so can we go together sometime?
I'd love to go with you sometime. That's a promise. You have to go with me.
She looked at me with a very serious look on her face. Promise, does she really want to go out with me that badly? That would make me happy. Okay, I promise.
Yay! I'll be looking forward to it.
She smiled at me. We got on the train and headed home together. The next weekend, we went to a board game cafe as promised. When I got to the place we were supposed to meet, she was already there waiting for me.
Good morning, Ichi-san.
Good morning, Yomiko.
It's so weird for us to be meeting up in private, huh?
We went sightseeing together a little while back.
Yeah, but...
Are you shy or something?
No, that's not it.
Okay, then let's get going, shall we?
Yeah, let's...
I had looked up the place beforehand and went to the board game cafe that was in a small alley. Board games are pretty fun, huh?
Yes, they are.
I like this one where we help each other out to try and figure out the other person's hand. This is the sort of thing that's popular, huh?
I think I'll come back too.
What do you want to do? There were all kinds of classic games like chess and overseas games as well. There were especially cooperative games like Monopoly games that we played together and had a lot of fun with. We left the game room excited over the time that we had just spent with each other. That was so much fun, huh? I didn't realize that they had that many different types of games.
Seriously, there were a lot of games that both of us could have fun with. And there were some that looked fun to play alone too.
What do you normally do for fun? Do you go out like this on weekends, or?
No, I usually stay at home on weekends.
I see, you're kind of in the same boat as me, huh? It's kind of fun to go out with someone like this, though.
Yeah, it is. Would you like to go out with me like this again, Ichi-san?
Well, I'd love to go to another board game cafe again.
Yeah, let's go again sometime.
We were talking to each other before we got to the station. We went our separate ways. Man, today was so fun. I want to go and hang out with her again. This continued for a while, but we still acted like nothing had changed at work. I was her mentor, so I figured it wasn't very good to have this kind of interaction in private. If the company finds out, I think things will be awkward for her here. I don't want to get in the way of her future. I didn't know if she had understood this or not, as she always treated me calmly at work. Then one day she checked that it was past hours, work hours, and walked up to me.
Ichi-san, I bought a fun board game the other day. Would you like to come over and try it out this weekend?
Really? What kind of board game?
How about you find out when you come over?
This weekend?
Are you busy?
Nah, I'll go over then.
Really?
Yeah, but I can't stay for that long.
That's totally fine. I'll be looking forward to it.
She grinned at me. Yoneko's house, I'm so excited! That weekend, I was nervous as I headed toward her house.
Ichi-san, heya.
Hey, I said hey as I walked into her room. There were all kinds of board games in her room. There were so many different types of board games.
I kind of got sucked into it.
Huh? There are some that even I don't know about.
Ichi-san, would you like to bet on something before we play?
Huh? Like a punishment or something? Sure, what do you want to bet?
The person who loses has to listen to the winner.
Sure, sounds fun.
I'm not going to lose.
We started playing games.
That's not right. Over here.
Huh? Over there? Over here?
No.
Ah, crap, it fell. I lose.
I win, I guess.
What should we do for the punishment?
Let's see. Close your eyes till I say okay.
Okay. I closed my eyes nervously, and I felt something right in front of me as I opened my eyes. Yomeko's face was just a few centimeters away, almost kissing me. Ah!
Ichi-san,
Ow!
are you okay?
Yeah? Yomiko? I was so surprised that I fell backwards. She came on top of me to help me, but I noticed it looked like she had pushed me onto my back.
Ichi-san, your face is so red.
Please get off of me.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah?
Then, can you listen to my wish?
What is it?
Don't go home today.
I'm sorry, but I can't agree to that.
I'm joking.
I see, right. I'm gonna go home soon.
Okay, come by again.
Okay. I started walking back home. Was she trying to kiss me? Does that mean that what do I do? We started playing board games at each other's house after that day. One weekend, I was into this game at her place when I noticed that it was getting dark outside. It's getting late. I think I'm gonna head home soon.
Huh? You're going to leave?
Yeah, I can't be here for this long.
I wanted to play with you a little longer.
She looked clearly upset by me leaving. We started to hang out more frequently, and she started telling me how she felt more honestly. Well, maybe next time we hang out, how about we invite Akko and some coworkers? We're always alone, so don't you think it'd be fun to play with more people?
Do you not like just being with me?
I didn't say that.
Then why are you trying to avoid me?
I mean, I'm technically your mentor at work, right? So I think it's not a good idea for me to come over frequently and stay late.
I see. I'm just another employee to you?
That's not true. You're important, and I'll see you at work tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for today.
She looked like she wanted to say something, but should I have heard her out? Before we stayed together longer, I might not be able to hold back my feelings for her. I got back to my house but continued to think about her. The next day on the way home, I was alone, but Akko was waiting for me.
Ichi-san, do you have a second?
Yeah? What's up?
Can I ask you something about Yuniko-chan?
Yeah?
Why don't you fall for her seductions? You've been to her house time and time again, right?
How do you know that?
I have to tell you something. Yuniko-chan has been talking to me about you. I was the one that told her about the lingerie at the getaway, too. Don't ignore her feelings and face them.
She turned all the way around and walked away. Yeah, this is definitely something that I need to handle. I need to tell her how I'm feeling to her. Not as just her mentor, but I have to tell her how I feel as a person. I took out my phone and contacted Yoniko. The next day, I asked her to come up to the roof where no one was around. Sorry for calling you up out of the blue.
What is it, Ichi-san?
Hey, Yoniko, I've gotta tell you something.
I've got to tell you too. What do you think of me?
I didn't realize that you would tell me first, but...
I'm really not good with dealing with people at all. My only friend is Akko.
Right.
I really don't want to go to parties and stuff. When I wanted to leave, but I couldn't. You always help me out. You were like a hero, and I was so happy about it.
Well, I'm your mentor.
I have fallen for your kindness. So I was asking Akko for ways to get along with you better. I tried them all. That lingerie too. I wouldn't wear that normally.
Yonako?
That's all I want to say. So, what do you think?
I'm so happy that you did everything thinking about me, but I didn't want to ruin our relationship as a mentor and pupil.
Why?
Because if we got close, then people would talk about how I put my hands on my pupil. And then we can't stay in the same office, right? You were an excellent worker, so I didn't want to take your future.
You were caring for me?
But you thought about me and you did those things for me. I was so happy about it. I'm gonna stop hiding it and just go for it. I like you. I like how hardworking and honest you are.
Ichi-san.
So I want you to stay around me. Not just as my pupil, but as my girlfriend.
I'm so happy.
Let's keep this a secret in the office, but before that, I hugged her close.
Ichi-san, it's the middle of the day.
Just for now, you're nervous for once.
That's not true. It's the first time I've been hugged by a man.
Let's just keep that our secret. It might be the first time I've ever seen you nervous.
Ugh, fine. It's our secret.
Yonako gave me a wide smile and a bright red face. We started dating. Akko had known about it, but didn't say anything to anyone. 3 years later, until I was transferred, we dated secretly and got married when I was transferred. We lived quietly together while playing games at home together. Yonako wears that lingerie for me once a month. That origin story lingerie is never gonna go old.